This is the Atomic Trivia War 9000. I'm your host, Jason Hawk. Let's meet our contestants. He loves lasagna, hates Mondays, and kicks puppies. From Toronto, he's Kevin Archibald.
I don't kick that many puppies.
Well, not anymore, not since you were charged with a hate crime against animals.
There was no actual proof.
She's neither hefty nor grouchy, brainy nor clumsy, not even Smurfette. From Seattle, she's Rochelle Mantanona.
But I am blue. Well, my hair is. There you go.
Why are you blue?
I'm not blue. I'm not. Well, I bleed blue and green and gray.
Did you blue yourself?
Well, I dyed my hair blue a while ago. Well, not all of it, just like a streak or so. But it's gonna go purple soon.
And he wishes he were Panthro, but he's really more of a Chitara. From Costa Rica, Omar Hernandez.
You know what? I'll take that. She was hot.
I think he means he's a snarf.
See, that would have been bad. Chitara, I'll take that.
I can see you in an orange unitard. In my dreams.
Yeah, we talked about this before, Jason. I mean, it's not healthy, and you're kind of lying to your wife there.
All right, very good. Well, let's keep on the lies. Let's start off with some trivia. Beatles or Stones? You guys like the music, right?
Oh God, this Kyrie is gonna suck.
Not of the Beatles, not of the Rolling Stones, dude.
Don't give a shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I like this category. I'm very on board with it.
So basically, you're gonna say a song title, and we're gonna guess Beatles or Stones, right?
You've got it. And this is the lightning round. It's open to anyone. I just need you to ring in as quickly as you can, and points are up for grabs. Number 1, Day Tripper.
Beatles.
Stones.
Kevin has the Beatles.
I think Ro has mine. No, Ro. I go Stones, you go Beatles, so Kevin doesn't get jack shit.
Okay. Wait, you go Stones. Wait. What are you doing, Omar?
Check out the Stones on these guys.
Okay.
Number 2.
Rolling Stones.
False start.
False start.
I didn't actually say anything. You're both disqualified.
No.
Number 2. Rocky Raccoon.
Rolling Stones.
Beatles. White Album. Disc 1.
Ro got it.
Yeah!
Come on.
Number 3. Time is on my side.
Stones.
Stones. Rolling Stones.
Omar said Stones. Number 4. Come and get it.
Beatles.
Stones.
Okay, this is broken.
You
Leave it to you guys to take the fun out of trivia. This is why we can never do true or false, race horse, or rock band.
That's what happens when you pick a Kevin-centric subject, dude. You knew that only Kevin was able to answer to any of these questions.
Come on, this is your heritage, your musical heritage, handed down from on high.
Brown Sugar.
Stones.
Beatles.
Kevin got you that time.
What? Oh, I got that first, dude. Come on.
Number 6, Out of Tears.
Beatles.
Stones.
I don't know.
Stones from the Voodoo Lounge album. Come on, Kevo.
Okay.
1994.
Come on, Kevin.
That's the post-sellout era.
Number 7. We'll make this the last one since you guys have absolutely just snapped this one over your knees. Roll Over Beethoven.
Stones.
Stones, Omar. All right, so here's how this is going to work. I've been keeping track of the points, of course. Ro has 2, Omar has 3, Kevin has 2. So I'm going to let Omar choose from these categories. Omar, what do you want for the hot seat? Do you want a category called Ad Men? Not Mad Men. Ad Men. Star Power, with star in quotation marks? Or do you want Who Are We?
You know what? For being a good sport, which one do you want, Ro?
I kind of want to take Who Are We?
Okay,
Ro
I'll take
can
this.
have Who Are We?
She's all about the Doctor Who, that's why.
Oh, is it Doctor Who? Then never mind. I take that back. Is it Doctor Who, Jason?
And Kevin, it's admin.
I let you choose, bro.
I thought it was like a cool, like, guess who I am? I'm going to say clues. But if it's Doctor Who, I'm not going to have any idea.
We'll figure it out when it comes.
I'll give the shit.
Let's just start with Kevin, since he actually played the category the way that it was supposed to be played.
Man, you set the rules. You play within the parameters of the rules.
Admin, a category by Paul Mackey. Here we go, number 1.
Bless him.
There's an animated honeybee insisting that he's gonna tempt your tummy with the tastes of nuts and honey. What product is a honey of an O?
Should have took this fucking category.
Of nuts and honey, dude.
Is
That
that
sounds so
a-
bad when you read it like
a
that.
muttering row? No, it's a Honey Nut Cheerios.
You've got it. A Honey Nut Cheerios, 4 point for Kevin, and that gives you 3.
Boom.
Number 2. In the 1980s, Wendy's fast food restaurants had a series of ads starring Clara Peller, asking what now timeless catchphrase question?
Where's the beef? What are we talking about?
Where's the beef? That's a point for Kevin.
Boom. Now
Number
I'm
3.
officially winning. Am I not officially winning?
You are officially in the lead by 1 point, but the questions are going to get a little bit trickier from here on out. I mean, come on, Wendy's and Cheerios, those are gimmies.
It's now mathematically impossible for anyone else to win at this point. Sorry, guys. There's been some
Number 3.
wine tonight. Go on.
No, it's not Omar at the cantina at closing time. What product is the quicker picker upper?
Bounty.
Bounty has the point for Kevin.
Bone Bounty.
Wow.
Number 4. Most recently, Peter Billingsley directed Couples Retreat. But in the 1980s, along with trying not to shoot his eye out in A Christmas Story, he played the commercial character Messy Marvin, who successfully made chocolate milk without making a mess thanks to what product?
Oh, man. I'm just going to have to Hail Mary this. Are we going with Quick?
Hershey's.
Hershey's. Yeah.
Come on, think of it. Nesquik is messier because it's powder. Versus
But you can use the squeezy Quick, can't you?
That's new.
That's
the
new.
almost powdered one.
I thought you had like squeezy chocolate and strawberry and.
That's Hershey.
That's Hershey's, dude.
That's Hershey. Hershey's have been like that forever.
But considering that he was Ralphie in A Christmas Story, I thought you might go with Ovaltine.
Ovaltine, that's right.
Right. No point, though. Number 5.
No point.
Sure, there's a company in Canada called Pizza Pizza, but what U.S. company started to use the phrase as its slogan, though the two companies are entirely unaffiliated?
Are we talking about Little Caesars?
No, I'm sorry, we're talking about Big Caesars. Big.
No, oh, the
Caesar.
big guy, the big one.
Yes, Little Caesars for a point.
How were the questions gonna get trickier? I'm still waiting for a tricky one here.
Omar, can I ask you a question? Oh, Omar, you got some like a lot of these, including like the bounty one. Do you
Cable.
have that same ad down there? You have cable now. Do you
Cable
get
TV. When I was a kid, we had American NBC, ABS, CBS, and all that jazz.
So it's not like the Super Bowl where we get different commercials than you guys. 'Cause we're, sorry. It's not like certain sporting events where the commercials are cut out and local specific commercials are put in.
That happened afterwards when technology got to the point where they could actually do that. But before we had like exactly what Americans had.
Oh, interesting. Okay, good to know.
Jesus, God, we rocketed right to DEFCON 1 there for a second. Careful, folks.
We walked it back though. We walked it back.
Omar, star power. You get a category by someone we love, someone who is gorgeous, someone who's debonair,
Oh, God, he's talking about himself.
has wonderful hair, impeccable taste,
Okay, it can't be you.
the object of desire for ladies everywhere. Yes. Nay, some men even. I have been called a bear, although I'm not gay, so I guess, I don't know.
Please,
Jason
just-
Hawk, yes.
Okay. Does this
My
have to do
category.
with Guitar Hero songs?
I don't think that it does, but you've seen Jeopardy. You understand how this works. Star is in quotation marks, so remember, that's going to be in your answers as well.
Okay.
Number 1.
Do I have to answer in the form of a question?
No. I'm just saying star is going to be in every one of your answers.
Okay. No, I'm pretty sure you made this so I can say Star-Lord at some point. But okay.
Star Jones.
This 1982 movie is a sequel to the TV episode called Space Seed, in which genetically altered super soldiers from Earth's eugenics wars are discovered and revived by one James T. Kirk and crew.
Star Trek 2? Star
Give me the
Trek
full-
The Wrath of Khan? Wrath of Khan.
Nice.
There you are. Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan is the correct answer. A ding and a point.
You got there. You got there. Well done.
Number 2. Jeff Bridges isn't the dude in this 1984 film, but he's an alien who takes the form of a woman's dead husband, because he's tactful, and flees from the government from Wisconsin to Arizona.
Man.
Starman?
Ro has the point. With that cleverly disguised cough.
I was
should have
coughing.
said bronchitis or something.
I'm still recovering from my pneumonia.
Number 3. It's 1997, and this flick has a dismembered Golden Girl, Dina Meyer's boobs, Denise Richards' eyes, and Clancy Brown victorious astride a vagina monster on Planet P.
What the fruit?
Brood? Starship Troopers?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Nice.
that's exactly it. Starship
I
Troopers.
got that for the space vagina. I got that because it was like the baddie, right?
The big
brain
worm, the
thing.
brain worm.
At the very end, right, but I thought that you would have gotten it at Dina Meyer's boobs, because more glorious boobs have never been seen.
I don't know who Dina Myers is.
She's
She played Dizzy, the
now I
redhead.
know. Now I know who she is, but I didn't know who she was when you mentioned her.
Fair enough. Let me not forget to give you the point. There we go. Number 4. Charlie Cox, Claire Danes, Sienna Miller, Michelle Pfeiffer, Robert De Niro, Rupert Everett, Ricky Gervais, and Peter O'Toole. What 2007 fantasy film pulls them all together?
Neil Gaiman.
Stardust?
You have another point.
Yes.
You're ahead of Kevo now. You have the lead with 7 points, Mr. Roman.
Dun dun dun. Thanks to
Dun,
shenaniganry.
And one question remaining. You could go even further ahead. In 1978, this Glenn Larson TV series, starring Dirk Benedict and Richard Hatch, started with a theatrical release, first in Canada, and the next year in the United States, and quickly faced a lawsuit from George Lucas.
Star Wars? War of the Stars?
No.
Star Battle.
Oh, so close.
You're getting closer every time.
El Circo de las Estrellas. No, it's not.
Los Nuevos Rancheros?
No.
Reverse
It's
your
not the
last
Circus of the
answer.
Stars, right?
Reverse your last answer.
Battlestar Galactica.
Galactica, of course.
Dirk Benedict, Richard Hatch, Battlestar Galactica. Good stuff. And that brings us up to Ro. Are
This is
you
Doctor
ready?
Who. I'm gonna be so sad.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I really just don't care.
Okay, let's make this interesting. First, tell me everything that you know about Doctor Who.
He's not Doctor Who, he's the Doctor.
Whovians, a blue police box, that
Whovians.
robot thing that kills things, a sonic screwdriver, a long scarf that's many colors that's very popular amongst knitters. A dude, last guy had a bow tie, and a girl who like sucks because her character sucks. Yeah,
These are very, very specific. Actually, I'm quite impressed because I've watched a couple of seasons of Doctor Who, and that's about the accumulation of my knowledge as well. I mean, it's not a show that sticks around with you from an American
What
sensibility.
are those things
It's
called
very
anyways
low
that
rent.
kill things? Like they're not exterminators, they're something else.
Daleks?
Huh?
Yes,
Daleks?
Daleks do the
Daleks,
exterminate.
that's right. Yeah.
And there's
So-
there's a thing called adipose or something like that, right? Like a little white thing.
Yeah, those guys, they're the tribbles of the Doctor Who universe.
Considering that we just slammed Doctor Who around, let's take this opportunity to go ahead and plug the greatest show in the galaxy, which is about the Doctor Who stuff, and it's over on the Simply Syndicated Network, and we're sorry to all those people that we offended.
No, we're not.
I didn't offend anyone. I don't know about any of it. The only way I know about it is through pop culture with like T-shirts and things that I see that are Doctor Who related or whatever. So
Well, you're
Let
in
the
luck
record state,
tonight.
I have not missed an episode of Doctor Who. I'm a fan, so go on.
I have not seen an episode of Doctor Who. There you go.
You are in luck tonight, Ro, because this is not about Doctor Who.
Thank you. Good God.
This is a category by Jeff Ferry, longtime friend of the show.
Oh,
We need to
him.
get him on here, actually. But
Him.
you know, he's out and about with the Navy and doing stuff, I believe. Isn't that what? Lieutenant Jeff Ferry does. Pretty sure. Here's the conceit of this category, Ro. I'm going to tell you some details about a certain person or a set of people. You tell me who we're talking about. Very, very simple.
Yay! See, that's what I thought it was, which is why I chose it.
Now, some of these might be tricky because you might have it in mind that it's a person. It might be a little bit more...
Like a character?
Yeah, it might be a little bit more open in general. So let your mind be a little bit more open. Number 1.
Person, place, or thing.
We live on Tatooine. We aren't particularly friendly, but we do travel single file, and we love to scream and hold staffs above our heads.
Oh, God.
There's 2 names and 2 chances
Tusken
to win.
Raiders. You're a Tusken Raider.
You have one of them. Sand people would have also have been acceptable.
Yeah, Tusken Raider.
Oh, that's the racist term, man. You can't say that.
That indeed does sound very racist.
What's the word we're supposed to use? Racial epitaphs? Jason, help us out.
That's epithets. Epitaph is what you put on your gravestone.
So slurred, and I've been drinking wine too.
Right. Number 2. We were the most physically brutal hockey team in NHL history. In 1976, we forced the Soviet Red Army team to leave the ice in protest of our playing style.
I'm just gonna say whatever random team that's out there.
Let me give you one more clue.
Okay.
I don't know how much it will help.
It's easy. It sounds easy.
But if you're going to throw out a guess, let me just kind of add one more clue and see if it helps.
It's from a movie, isn't it?
The Broad Street Bullies is a nickname that they go by.
Could you please repeat everything?
Everything from the beginning of the show.
This is the Atomic Trivia War 9000. I'm your host, Jason Hawk. Let's meet our contestants. From... I don't know. We were the most physically brutal hockey team in NHL history. You know, it's an NHL team. In 1976, we forced the Soviet Red Army team to leave the ice in protest of our playing style. We have the nickname the Broad Street Bullies.
Broad Street Bullies.
Googling where Broad Street is.
Pretty much every town in America.
I would imagine so. I don't think it says, but I'm just going to say New York Rangers. I don't know.
It's not a bad guess, and you're not entirely geographically that far off. It's the Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, yeah, I should have known Philadelphia's full of, like, asshole teams.
I mean, if you're going to go by that metric, then I would have accepted Boston Bruins and
Detroit
Red Wings. Right.
I've only heard some positive things about Philadelphia people with their sports teams and their fans, but for most part, I've always heard bad things. True. Isn't there like we talked about this, there's like a freaking, in one of their stadiums of some sports, there's an actual like court there because fans get belligerent and they beat up people.
It's probably Philadelphia, because I have friends who told me that every single game in Philadelphia since they were kids ended up in a fist fight.
Why?
It's hockey. It's in the blood.
And
the blood is everywhere. Number 3. We presided over Asian steppe conquests that lasted through most of the 13th and 14th centuries and killed more than 15% of the world's population. We were conquering countries before Columbus even sailed for America.
That should be a gimme, bro.
Yeah, isn't that like Genghis and his Khans, or Genghis Khan and his people?
Genghis and his Khan.
The Wrath of Genghis.
Hey, everybody.
The worst rock band name ever.
It's in the Mongolians.
And the Khans.
Yeah.
The Khans or the Mongol Empire. I will accept either one of them for a point.
I like Genghis and his Khans. That's just
Khan.
Number 4. In 1889, we survived the worst flood in United States history, with more than 2,000 people dead. It was the first major disaster relief effort handled by the Red Cross. Let me nudge you in the right direction here. I'm looking for a town name.
American citizens. Ding.
Flood.
Actually, that would be incorrect. They would have been British citizens. 1889.
Flood.
Oh no. I'm really wrong. 1889 would have been well into U.S. history, and the question specifically says worst flood in U.S. history.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen to the question, man. Come on.
Worst flood in U.S. history? 1889. Red Cross.
Oh, the Red Cross is that old?
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know. Someplace that floods.
Famous flood come to mind? Any kind of name attached to a famous flood in United States history?
Not really. I mean,
Biblical one.
Yeah. Think of an ark. Lots of animals.
We are the survivors of the Johnstown flood.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
It's very famous.
Does this mean that I win?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't, and you'll see why after this question. Number 5. Turritopsis nutricula. Turritopsis nutricula is our given species name. We are an aquatic creature, and due to our awesome cell makeup, we are potentially immortal. Now, if only we had a brain.
Can you please pronounce that name again?
Turritopsis nutricula. Turritopsis.
I love how she
Nutricula.
The Latin's going to be the key to solving this.
Well,
It
that's
is.
right. If she uses her root words correctly and context clues.
Turritropolis.
Turritopsis nutricula.
Turritopsis.
Like Metropolis. Could be Superman. It's Superman.
Nutricula.
We are an aquatic creature, and due to our awesome cell makeup, potentially immortal. Now, if only we had a brain.
Atlanteans.
We are
Amoeba?
jellyfish.
Oh,
It's jellyfish, and it's so close.
I was thinking that or plankton.
But you were angling in the right direction. You were thinking, not necessarily a vertebrate. You were kind of going with something that might live in colonies, because I think that amoebas do, but I might be really, really wrong, because I'm not very smart there.
Angling.
Anyway,
I saw your pun there.
Ro has 4 points. Omar has 7 points. Kevin has 6 points. Omar would appear to win if you didn't know what was next, because next we have another game called Under Pressure. Under Pressure. And it's not the Queen song. It doesn't feature David Bowie. I've set the clock for 60 seconds. Let's see who can name the most Star Wars characters, actual names, not the script.
Bullshit! Fuck you, Jason!
I'll
Fuck
kill it if
I'm
there's
kind
no
of
more progress.
drunk.
But you get a point for each, so go.
Luke
Lando
Skywalker, Han
Calrissian.
Solo,
Lando Calrissian.
Princess Leia, Darth Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin,
Jango Fett.
C-3PO, R2-D2, Uncle
General
Owen,
General
Beru,
Veers.
General Grievous.
Admiral
Greedo,
Akbar.
something.
Orkins.
Mon Mothma. Wedge Antilles.
Wedge Antilles. I said Wedge first.
Not his whole name.
Chewbacca. McChewie.
Let's see here. Hold on. Running out of steam. Lobot. The guy with the Lobot. And
Jabba the Hutt.
Greedo.
I said Greedo.
IG-88 and Bosk and Bosch and
Snarlar.
yeah,
Sarlacc.
Snaggletooth.
Jabba the Hutt.
And Jabba the Salacious Scrum and
Simani Tutanka Owachi.
That's the name of a fish in Hawaii.
Flute player number one.
That's the name of fish in Hawaii.
Weird instrument playing.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Looking dude number 3.
Oh, no one said Obi-Wan.
Omar got
Yoda.
Obi-Wan quite early on.
Yoda.
Did he?
I already said Yoda as well.
You said Yoda, damn it.
And
Darth Vader.
I said
Anakin
Darth Vader.
Skywalker.
I said Anakin, yeah.
Anakin Skywalker's mother.
Yeah, Ben something.
Princess Amidala.
Lars and
Oh, that's
Lars
right.
is Metallica, dude.
Jar Jar Binks.
ooh, that's a good one. And Boss Nass.
Padme.
That's
I
a good one.
already said Princess Amidala.
Time. Now, I might be off by 1 because there was some confusion.
Uh-oh.
Kevin clearly wins this.
What?
Oh.
He was making up names left and right, dude.
Kevin wasn't making up names. This boy
And I
knows
was
his
like-
Star Wars right
I
here.
was
I'm
like-
recognizing every single thing.
Dude,
That's
I was
true.
like Boba Fett, then Kevin was at Boba Fett. Rose said like Jango Fett, Kevin was at Jango Fett. And I'm pretty sure you counted those as his. Because you're an asshole.
Omar, you ended with 14 points, which is very respectable.
That is very respectable.
Ro had 15, and Ro was really going at it for a while, but she started going back and repeating things. Kevin went on this one run in the middle there. An acute-eared listener probably would hear him list off bounty hunters. That's what put Kevin ahead. He got everybody who was on the bridge of the Executor in The Empire Strikes Back, getting the assignment from Darth Vader to go out and find Han Solo. 1, 2, 3, 21 points for Kevin.
Booyah. That's how we do it in the Empire, baby. I got an Empire state of mind right now.
shenanigans, dude. This is a Kevinist podcast.
I like how you gamed it, though.
You didn't know this, Omar? You didn't know
I feel
this?
robbed. I
This whole
honestly feel
podcast.
robbed.
I could have told you this ages ago.
This whole show is just a love note from Jason to me. I just wanted
It's a
you to know
sham,
that.
dude.
And
This is a
I see it,
sham.
baby. I see it. It's a Valentine's. This is going to air on Valentine's Day, and this is the Valentine's episode. I see it.
Come on,
I'm so
and
disappointed
snuggle
in you,
over here.
Jason.
Have some of my size soodles.
It's
Won't
all...
you reach into my pants and touch my Max Rebo? Some more Star Wars characters. Nobody got either of those, by the way. I was quite
I
disappointed
have
in
no
you.
idea who those people are.
They were in Jabba's palace. They were musicians.
I said flute dude number 1 and elephant looking number
You
2.
mean blue elephant clarinet oboe playing guy,
Those dudes were cut out of the special
and
edition.
girl with the snaky head things that ends up going into the pit of
Despair. The
Cause
pit of
Rank
despair.
because she wouldn't give
No,
it up to
she-
Java.
She fell into the Rancor pit.
Nobody said Ponda Baba. Nobody said
Pigman number 1.
I was trying to remember him, actually.
Pigman number 1. Are you talking about the Gamorrean guards?
The one that fell into the Rancor pit as well.
Indeed, indeed. Lots of good stuff going on here, but now it's time for a round table. Now, I hope that you all did your homework, because I asked you to bring a movie recommendation tonight.
I should refuse to do this.
Forgive me, please. There was a gentleman who quite some time ago on our Facebook page was talking about, hey, I really enjoyed a recommendation of some movie that you gave. What other recommendations would you guys throw out
You
there?
won't like mine, but that's okay.
We launched this whole idea that we were going to do. We were going to do like these movie minutes things where we gave all these recommendations, and it just fell flat because it was the holidays time. So I thought, hey, why not just get back into this? Let's go ahead and each give a recommendation that this poor guy that we can't even remember his name because we're terrible people and ought to be flogged.
I can remember his name. We just gotta look it up real quick.
Then
Yeah,
you
we're-
can't
I'm
remember
sorry.
it if you have to look it up.
And we're too lazy to
Do we
that.
ever remember things here other than?
Kevin does because he won with 21 points.
Boom.
Ooh.
My love. Anyway,
I
here's
know.
Wow!
Simple
Oh, someone posted some
concept.
trolly shit on our page about the Seahawks.
Yeah, don't pay attention to that.
I'm not
These are
paying
not the
attention.
comments you're looking for.
I don't give a shit about that.
So here's the thing that I asked you to do. I didn't want something that would be obvious. You know, oh, Star Wars. You need to go watch Star Wars. Too easy. Don't give me something like Teen Witch that's going to be so terrible that no one's ever going to watch it. I wanted something that might not be obvious to everyone. If you're just jumping into cinema, you want to get started watching some movies, what are some underappreciated movies? Movies that might not make a top 10 list, but are still solid movies that you really genuinely enjoyed.
Oh shit! It has to be a solid movie.
It doesn't really even have to be a solid movie, except in your mind. I think the most
Solidly
important thing
entertaining.
here, right, is that you enjoyed it personally.
Okay.
You found a pleasure in it. So, Kevin, go ahead. Since you're the winner tonight, go first.
I'm the wiener. No, I could do this like all day, and I had a hard time narrowing anything down. In fact, I was going to give you guys some categories to choose from, and I would just go based on the category. I was going to go like single setting film or whatever. But here's what I'm thinking. Tonight, and if we do this again some other time, I got lots of others.
We
was thinking-
probably will.
Yeah. London gangster films are a particular lovely flavor, and if you're not into like the London gangster films, you might want to try this, Mr. Person whose name we can't remember, but we sincerely love. And the most recent crop has been known to come from what's his name, Guy Ritchie. He did his like Lock, Stock, and Snatch. But here's the thing: when he was with and most listeners are probably familiar with Lock, Stock, and Snatch. When Guy Ritchie did those two, soon after those, he went pretty bad with his films. And he did those two films with a chap by the name of Matthew Vaughn, who was, up until this point, was pretty much an unknown background kind of guy, this Matthew Vaughn. He separates from what's his name, who was I just saying? Mr. Madonna, Guy Ritchie, yeah, and suddenly comes out with like a ton of awesome films. He came out with the first one he came out with was Layer Cake, which I highly recommend, and that's probably my pick. If you haven't seen Layer Cake, it's a British gangster film in the style of Lock, Stock, and in the style of Snatch. It's a cheap film. It was only made for like $4 million, and it's London gangsters running around. Daniel Craig is the star in his pre-Bond days, so he was just this unknown.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you're wrong. Sienna Miller's boobies are the stars.
Oh my giddy aunt, Sienna Miller in this film has never been hotter than she's been in this film, and she's
which is somewhat disappointing because you see her in other movies and you're like, well, she doesn't look as good as she does in Layer Cake.
That's true. So you've seen Layer Cake then, Mr. Jason, and
it was on my short list to share tonight, so I'm glad I switched away from that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. And also, what's his name from Star Trek was in there running around, and he's a badass too in that film. So yeah, and then of course Matthew Vaughn went on to be recognized and did Stardust, which we mentioned tonight, Kick-Ass, and then the X-Men film. So yeah, there that is.
Very good. Omar, what do you have?
I have a movie that I've been trying to get you guys to watch, and I've been like, if I get at least one pick at movie night, let's do this one. And Jason, you being the fucking asshole that you are, you've been blowing it off constantly.
I hate horror films. I hate them. They're so formulaic.
You can shove it up your butt, dude. I'm gonna go with Feast. They were the dudes that won the first Project Greenlight. Do you remember that?
I do. It was on Bravo.
The dude. Yep, that dude won that project with Feast. It's a horror movie with a lot of like stupid twists at points. It's not an intelligent movie. It's not for like a discerning like audience. It's just for someone that wants to watch something like silly.
But do the stupid twists
the
like
effects are good.
do the stupid twists like take your expectations and turn them on their head? Like, is it like a little bit different than the normal?
It's a bit different than the normal at some points. I mean, it's something. You only have to watch the first one. There's 3 of them. You only have to watch the first one. It's the only actual good one. The second one is kind of meh. It has like a really good joke, but the rest is kind of meh. And the third one is just shit. But the first one, that one you have to watch. Please watch it. And then convince Jason to watch it so we can do a movie night about it.
Just real quick, tell me what's the general premise? Not a whole plot outline, just...
People are stuck in a bar with cannibal mutant things outside, and they're trying to survive the night.
You lost me. I just don't get it.
You have to watch it. You have to watch it.
So it's like a sort of one of those like makeshift fortress films where people are sort of boarded up against the horde outside kind of thing.
They already got the Winchester.
The Winchester, or it's the Precinct 13 or whatever that Precinct film was that John Carpenter did.
Well,
that kind of stuff.
If something, it has Henry Rollins, it has Jason Mewes, and a bunch of other people you might not know from anywhere else.
Jason Mewes is like a signal to viewers saying, "Don't take this very seriously. Don't take anything we're about to do seriously." That's the Jason Mewes flag right there.
Ro, did you happen to find that gentleman's name?
No, I looked at our page and I couldn't find it. I thought his name was Alan Kelly. I don't know. It could be. I'm not sure.
I remember being rather fond of his communication to us.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, Ro, what did you bring for us?
I don't know if he's going to like it, but this is my movie. It's a little bit geared towards the people of a feminine nature, and mine is Center Stage. And
Sexist.
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I can guarantee you the key demographic here is mostly towards the feminine type. But anyways, it's a 2000 film, and it's a American teen drama with dancing, with ballet dancing and cool dancing, and just I love
Is
it.
it like a Princess Tutu kind of thing?
No, it has good music. It's nothing like Black Swan. It's more of a just a
Save the Last Dance.
yeah, kind of, but
Kind of like 10 Things I Hate About You?
no, not as silly. It's a little
Kind
bit
of like
serious.
Stomp.
Teen
Yeah.
Witch with ballet shoes.
No, it's not. I can't
Barbie the
describe it.
movie.
It's basically this girl. Ends up going to the American Ballet Academy. She gets chosen, but she ends up having more issues because like she's not the like body type or like she doesn't have the correct form, but she's just brilliant to see. But and like there's like
Isn't this like the theme music, like It's Raining Man, the girl like doing the audition and everything like that? Isn't
No,
it based? Is it based on that in that music video?
no, I think no. But it has the girl who plays the main character is Amanda Schull. But the thing is, Zoe Saldana's in this movie, and she's like an uppity attitude, great dancer from the Bronx or whatever, and I just love her in it. And just I like dancing movies; they're so fun to watch. So.
I don't know. The way you describe it makes it sound like Precious, based on the novel Pushed by Sapphire.
I don't know. I'm bad at describing it, but I was just like reading about it. I'm like, they actually made a second one. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be bad. But I think there's actual real dancers that played key roles in this movie. So if you like ballet and don't want anything like Black Swan, Center Stage is the movie for you.
And I'm going to reach into the Wayback Machine for my recommendation, because this movie's gotten a lot of crap in hindsight, but it really shouldn't. It doesn't deserve all of it. It's not a bad movie. It's just very 80s. It's Twins. Have you guys seen Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh my god.
Dude, it's a great movie. What are you talking about?
I think that it's a terrific movie, but whenever you say Twins, most people do what Ro just did and groan a little bit.
What?
Your classic tale of two people who are entirely different, but they still have a common bond, and they have to go through a bunch of trials to go on a ride of self-discovery. And I think it's a pretty good adaptation of that.
Yeah.
No, it's not Junior.
No, I mean, Junior, I can get that. I mean, that's a Schwarzenegger movie. You can groan when you mention it, but Twins is good.
Twins is good. Twins might actually be Arnold Schwarzenegger at some of his best dramatically, which I know that sounds ridiculous when you say it, because you're like, what about True Lies? Sure, whatever. What about Terminator 2? Sure, whatever. But here he actually has some depth of his character, because he's hit up with some hard things about his family life, and he's got to come to grips with who he is and what his limitations are. He's never looked more ripped. Dude is bigger than ever in this movie. He lifts an entire car up. It's just a really good movie, and Danny DeVito is probably more than Arnold's equal in the movie. But the real star is John Travolta's wife's. What's her name? Kelly.
Kapowski.
No. Kelly John Travolta's wife in a miniskirt. And
Kelly Blonde Girl. That's her name.
She just looks so good. I mean, it was one of those early file away in the bank kind of movies. Anyway.
No.
Okay, that got creepy.
No, it didn't get creepy.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Kelly Preston?
Yeah,
Maguire.
Preston.
She was hot in Jerry Maguire.
She still even looked good in the Joey spinoff of Friends.
Never watched it.
Well, it was only on like 3 times. But, yeah, there you go. So, Twins, go watch Twins. It's such a good movie. It really is.
Can I just add a movie that's the greatest movie ever, but it's like popular? But just in case he hasn't watched it, you should go and watch The Fifth Element.
Oh yeah,
that's like one of the first movies that came to my mind, but it's popular with it's a cult classic.
I know
so.
it's popular, but again, if you haven't watched it, do yourself a favor, go watch The Fifth Element.
But I'm pretty happy with the picks that we made, because it kind of hit that exact sweet spot that I was looking for. Like, you're right, Omar. The Fifth Element would have been a little bit obvious. It's one that's going to come up on a lot of lists of like, hey, you're a geek, watch this movie. And these are ones that we've recommended, I feel, that might have gotten skipped off of any kind of list, but are still solid movies, except Feast.
That's all I have to say about it, dude. You're going to watch it. You're going to watch it, or you're going to like it sometime.
Omar, I'm on board. I'm going to watch this film, man, because you're my brother.
I'm not going to say I'm on board. I have other priorities right now.
That's okay, because I can't say I'm on board with that dancing movie.
It's okay.
Speaking of being on board with movies, we're going to go here. We're going to do our sign-off thing, and then we're going to talk about the next ATW9K movie night, which you'll all love.
It better be Kung Fu Hustle.
But in the meantime, no, it's not going to be Kung Fu Hustle this time. But in the meantime, I have a special offer for you, and you probably heard it at the very beginning of the show, unless I forgot to add it on. But if you go to GoDaddy and choose any URL that is available that you want to sign up for, it could be Rose, stop looking so sad. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be
I'm
fine,
not
and they'll make it
sad.
again next year.com.
They're going to go to zero next year. I'm not sad at all.
.edu. If you want that, you can get it for 69 pence. That's like 99 cents American. Over here in the Americas.
Or haterscaneatad.org.
Since it's 69 pence in England, which is where the Simply Syndicated Network is technically located somehow on the internet, you can get it by using the code Trivia69. 69!
69, dude.
So go ahead and do that. It really does help to support this show. We haven't been using the GoDaddy sponsorship for our entire 4-year run, but various sponsorships and things like that really have helped us to do podcasting and give you the kind of, free shows for 4 years now. And for me personally, having a hobby that I can do for free is so ingratiating because I'm such a cheap bastard.
Bro.
What?
HatersCanGoEatADick.org is available.
Nice.
$99. You can get it for $6. I'm sorry, for 99 cents.
Well, look at that, everybody. It's time to go, and we didn't even mention the Seattle Seahawks in any way. So have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Go Hawks!
Dude, Haters Can